My name is Emmanuel Kattan. I'm Senior Communications Advisor at the Alliance of Civilizations at the UN. Yes, the Alliance of Civilizations is a joint project from Spain and Turkey under the aegis of the United Nations, which was launched in 2005 in the aftermath of the Madrid bombings. The Prime Minister of Spain, President Zapatero, decided that something needed to be done in order to build bridges across cultures, and particularly across the Mediterranean between the Muslim world and the West. He developed this partnership with the Prime Minister of Turkey, Prime Minister Erdogan, and together they launched the Alliance of Civilizations as an initiative under the responsibility of the UN. It started as a group of eminent personalities, as we say in the UN jargon, who looked into the roots of polarization in the world, the reasons for misunderstanding and also radicalizations on all sides at every level, and tried to really get to an understanding of what are the core reasons for the mistrust that is building between and among different cultures around the world. They produced a report at the end of 2006, which was basically taken on board by Kofi Annan, and this report led to the creation of the Alliance of Civilizations as an organization that implements a number of projects to build bridges across cultures. From my point of view, this was something that I felt very strongly about and that I deeply believed in. The Alliance of Civilizations lies at the intersection of intercultural relations and multilateral relations and civil society. It basically acts as a link, as an interface between the intergovernmental level and the grassroots activities. What it does basically is acts as a connector to provide a platform for promising youth, grassroots and civil society projects, and help them develop, grow and replicate by connecting them with foundations, with international organizations, with governments as well, and policymakers who are interested in promoting intercultural relations worldwide. It acts also as an action-based organization. It is not a research organization or a think tank. It really is aimed at promoting very concrete projects in 4 key areas: youth, education, media, and migration. There are a range of programs that the Alliance of Civilizations develops, a range of very practical-oriented projects. There are a number of projects, for example, in the area of media. We have been working to provide a database of experts, which are based internationally, to basically enlarge the conversation about potentially divisive issues, and as a service to journalists who are covering intercultural issues, who are covering cross-cultural tensions which tend to divide communities and threaten to provoke greater splits between different cultures, different religions, different linguistic groups. The idea behind this project, which is the Global Expert Finder, it's basically a website, an online resource for the use of journalists who can then turn to this resource in times of cross-cultural tensions and use the experts who are there in order to provide broader views and informed analysis and commentary on issues that are increasingly complex. We have run a number of projects in the area of youth, for example. We've developed a Youth Solidarity Fund, which provides seed funding to a range of youth-led organizations in order for them to help them expand, develop their projects. This can range from, for example, a magazine that was developed by young people, for young people, showcasing some of the cross-cultural issues that different youth from different cultures are facing. It can also include, for example, youth-led projects to reconcile communities that are split along religious or ethnic lines in Africa or in Asia. So the Alliance of Civilizations has also developed another project in the area of teaching about religions and beliefs. The point of departure for this project is that it's important not just to know about other people's histories and cultures and art, but it's also important to know about a diversity of religions and faiths and beliefs, and it is important to have that familiarity in order to operate in a constructive way in a world that is increasingly multicultural. So for that purpose, the Alliance developed an Education About Religions and Beliefs clearinghouse, which is an online database, an online meeting place and community which allows a diversity of people to meet online, to discuss their own projects, to discuss policies, and to devise joint operations whereby they can work together to improve the quality of teaching and knowledge about religions and beliefs in schools throughout the world. Differences between cultures are not necessarily a source of tension and a source of division, but can actually be a creative force to bring people together and create possibilities for young people, for grassroots organizations, and for everyone really to live in harmony with each other. My own background is fairly complex. My mother is Catholic, my father is Jewish, and I'm myself, if you like, a product of different cultures, of different faiths and religions, and this has created in me a desire to explore really diversities of cultures and get to a better understanding of how different cultures interact and intersect, and look into really the possibility of creating new and innovative ways of getting different people from different backgrounds to understand each other and to work together really to change the conversation basically, and create platforms where the diversity of cultures in which we live, the increasingly multicultural world that we're all confronted with, is not necessarily a source of tension and division, but a source of better understanding, a source of mutual enrichment and creativity. When we talk about intercultural dialogue, we should be aware of the fact that what we're encouraging is not simply, learning from each other and ensuring that we are understood by others, but accepting also that entering into a process of dialogue, entering into a real conversation with others, will transform us as well. That is at the root of connecting cultures. That through this transformation we get to a better understanding of ourselves. I think that is also very important, that through the process of intercultural dialogue, what we discover is not simply that we understand others better, but we come to a better understanding of who we are, of where we come from, and of the broad and diverse influences that make up who we are and who we've become. So the Alliance presents itself as a global platform which welcomes ideas, suggestions, and the creativity and the energy of every citizen who believes that by creating more opportunities for intercultural connections, we can also create a world that is basically evolving towards peace.